More and more Premier League action. It's this weekend, and we can still win $50,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets. You guys love this game or not? Love this one. It's over on the NBC Sports Predictor app, where you can win $50,000 if you can correctly predict all 5 games in the Premier League. You got to give them not only the result, you also got to give them that correct score. If nobody can do it, you still take home a $1,000 guaranteed prize if you get the most points. 4 points right for the result, 10 points right for the correct score. I also give away $25 each and every single week to the winner of the Winning Bets League, whoever can have the most points. Hey, if you need that league information, go ahead and grab it from this video description. Let's see who won last week. It looks like there was a 3-way tie. What do we do if there's a 3-way tie? We roll that $25 over into the next week. That next week is right now. So right now, this week, when we're $50. That's right. Whoever has the most points this week will take home $50. A big exciting week here in the Premier League. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. First game we got here is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Manchester United coming off a big time, dramatic 3-2 victory over Arsenal. A much needed victory if they were going to, stay in that top 4 race. And watch that entire game. It was really, really exciting to see them come back from a deficit and get back in there and get those 3 points. So credit to them right there. Crystal Palace, they went up against Leeds midweek. Didn't really do a whole hell of a lot, but they also did create some chances. Christian Benteke had a terrible miss with a header. He was in the 6-yard box and just put his header wide, but terrible. But overall, it's kind of what you get with Crystal Palace, just in terms of they're not going to overpower you. They're going to get chances. And, it just comes down to, obviously, can you convert those chances? They were unable to up against Leeds. I will warn you guys right now with Palace, though, if you're thinking this is just going to be an automatic Manchester United win, let me give you a little bit of caution here with Manchester United. They got 4 points from Manchester United last season, so that obviously means they got a draw and a victory over them last season. And in fact, in each of the last 3 seasons, they've been able to get points in one of the 2 fixtures over the course of those last 3 seasons. So this isn't a team that Manchester United has been able to handle pretty easily. Palace has been putting up a good fight, so look to see what happens, this week in this game. I think it'll be really good. Meanwhile, again, Manchester United looked good outside of David De Gea crying on a goal and getting stomped, which I'm still really, really bitter about. I don't understand what happened there with David De Gea, but go ahead and move on past that. And hopefully Dean Henderson will between the posts this weekend. I'm going to go ahead, though, and put a Manchester United victory, and I think they're going to go ahead and win this game 3-1. Next one we got here is Leeds going up against Brentford. And which Leeds team is going to show up? Is it going to be that Leeds team that played in the first half against Crystal Palace that couldn't do anything? Or is it going to be the team that showed up in the second half and was creating all the chances, had a different demeanor, different attitude, was pressing, was getting after Crystal Palace? Which Leeds team is going to show up? It's at home, so it's not like you can assume it's going to be a better performance because they're going to be at home. They were at home against Crystal Palace. That was troubling. It was nice to see them go into the locker room and the dressing room and make some changes, or maybe just get an attitude adjustment. I know they did make 2 halftime subs, but just a completely tale of 2 different halves. Look to see what they do going on into this game right here. Brentford is questionable. Boy, do they need Brentford. They really, really need him. The goals are not happening for Leeds. He is sorely needed. I'd like to think that this is going to be like a 2-0, maybe a 2-1 victory for Leeds, but they're just not scoring enough without Brentford. We do get a chance to see lineups before this game locks. So if you get lineups, maybe possibly change this to a 2-0 or 2-1 victory. That's not how I'm going to lean, though, right now, assuming Brentford is going to be out. Meanwhile, for Leeds, though, they played up against Tottenham yesterday, midweek. They didn't do anything against Tottenham. They really didn't do much. Tottenham really handled them pretty easily, getting a nice 2-0 victory up over Brentford. Yeah, they didn't create a whole hell of a lot against Tottenham. So I think they'll find it tough up against the Leeds team. Leeds hasn't given up multiple goals now in a while, so Leeds has been playing better. They just haven't gotten the goals. That's why I'm going to say 1-0, just because they're not scoring. They're not being clinical enough. They don't have their number 9 striker. If you get lineups out, or we will get lineups, if you see Brentford is in this one, go ahead and change this one to 2-0, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 1-0 for now. Next one we got here is Tottenham going up against Norwich. Just said it there a second ago about how Tottenham just easily got past Brentford, and they were able to really stifle Brentford. Well, Brentford has a better attack than Norwich. I mean, Norwich only has, 8 goals, maybe 9 goals on the entire season. They're not doing anything offensively. Brentford couldn't do anything offensively. So to think Norwich is going to come into White Hart Lane and have a better performance than what Brentford did? I don't think so. And Norwich couldn't even do anything against 10 men Crystal Palace. They pretty much were at 10 men that entire game because it happened so early. Getting that red card so early did it happen in Newcastle that Norwich had 10 men. And I know that teams can then go in a shell and it can be tough because there's not as many spaces, but that was just poor performance. Norwich has got to be doing better. They're just not a good team. Everybody knows they'll be in the championship come next season. I'm not overthinking this one. Tottenham should absolutely roll, and I don't even see Norwich find the back of the net. Give me a Tottenham 3-0 win. Next one we got here is Villa going up against Leicester. You got to give Villa a lot of credit. Going against Manchester City, yeah, sure, they lost against Manchester City, but who the hell doesn't lose to Manchester City? Look at the performance, though. They didn't give up a goal in that entire second half, and they didn't really give up a lot of chances to Manchester City in that second half. That's what was more, just good to see there from Villa is the chances. I only think they only had like 5 or 6 chances in that second half, and that's not typical of City. Normally, they're going to absolutely dominate you, get tons of chances, and then normally convert goals from those chances. And like I said, give Villa a lot of credit. They were even able to get a goal in that second half. That's how much better they were at home. Villa's at home in this fixture. We've kind of talked about how they're going to be a better home side up under Steven Gerrard. I expect that. Meanwhile, for Leicester, they're going to have all the goals. All the goals. You and me on the pitch could score against Leicester. Do you see those goals they gave up against Southampton? Just shitty defending. I don't know what they're doing on those set pieces. Just absolutely terrible, atrocious defending. So I think Villa at home can absolutely get a result. Can they get a win? You know Leicester's going to find the back of the net. That's going to be the thing. Can they get a win? I think they do get a win. Give me Villa off a good performance up against Manchester City at home again against a very leaky Leicester team. Give me a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. All right, and then the last fixture here is Everton versus Arsenal. Look, for Everton, they continue to play really poor. I mean, just piss poor if you're to be quite honest. They didn't do a lot against Liverpool. Granted, it was Liverpool, but it's a Merseyside derby. You got to show up at Goodison Park, and they didn't really do a lot. I mean, I know they got a goal, but outside of that, I didn't think they did a whole lot to really threaten and really challenge Liverpool in that game. Meanwhile, for Arsenal, losing 3-2 against Manchester United, kind of 3-1. I mean, they were gifted a goal with De Gea crying on the ground and essentially giving Arsenal an empty net, letting them smash the ball into the back of the net. So 3-1, 3-2 was the official score, but like I said, kind of really 3-1. I thought Arsenal did look good against Manchester United. I mean, there were times where they were by far the better side through large parts of that matchup against Manchester United. So I think they're going to come into this game. They're the better side. They've got the better form. I don't know. Rafa Benitez at home. I expect him to kind of put together some sort of tactical he's going to scheme something up here to stifle Arsenal. I believe he will do that. So because of that, because Everton really needs a performance, really needs a result, I've got this one in a draw. I think this one's going to be a 1-1 draw at Goodison Park there between Everton and Arsenal. All right, and that's how we're going to do it this week for a chance to win $50,000 from NBC Sports Predictor, and then you can take $50 from me if you have the most points in the Winning Bets League. Get in that league if you haven't already. Otherwise, guys, sit back, enjoy the Premier League this weekend. Come on back next week for match week number 16. Good luck. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.